I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at tracking a run and mapping the run with the Fitbit Ionic. So one of the nice things about the Fitbit Ionic smartwatch is that it not only tracks your steps and you can log an exercise that you've done, but you can also actually use GPS to get a map of your run or hike or something like that. And the other watches from Fitbit generally don't do that. They just track your steps and other kind of basic fitness statistics. Versus the Ionic, it's really great because you can actually see exactly where you went and you can get generally more detailed and more accurate data about the exercise you did. So to access your map of a run, you go into the Fitbit app, go into the exercise section, and it's going to show the exercises that you've done recently. So this is a run that I did in Tilden Park in the San Francisco Bay Area, and you can see it gives me a little map there of the actual path. This is actually a hike rather than a run, which is why you can see it's about 3 miles, and the pace was about a 25-minute mile. So obviously I wasn't actually running, I was just hiking on a trail there. I'm going to go into this to get statistics. And again, you can see at the top there's a summary, 2.9 miles, 1 hour and 11 minutes, gives you the basic pace there and the timing of it. And then it gives a map of the actual route that I took on doing that run. And that's because when I logged the run, I used the GPS function on my Ionic, so it was actually constantly tracking exactly where I was going. And again, I can see where I stopped and that kind of thing along that route. I can then swipe and zoom around if I want to and see exactly the path that I took along there. You can see the trails, the Wildcat Gorge Trail, for anybody who hikes in that same park. Now I can click back up here and I can get some other information. Splits, not so helpful for a hike, but very helpful if you're doing a run. Heart rate, I can see a graph of how my heart rate changed during the hike. So obviously you can see it drop during the points where I rested, and it rose generally, I think, at the beginning going up a hill. You can see how long you spent in each of the zones. So I didn't get into the cardio or peak zone at all, but it was just, again, a leisurely hike, so in fat burn for most of the time except when I was resting. Energy, it'll tell you your calories burned and give you a map of when that was happening, and so it was average of about 7 calories per minute. And then impact is sort of an overall summary on how the exercise impacted your day's total. So it added 6,700 steps, about 500 extra calories on top of my basal metabolic rate and the other calories I burned from exercise during the day, and it was about 70 highly active minutes. So that's how you can track a run, again, or a hike or anything like that. I think the most interesting thing with the Ionic is that ability to map, and you can see exactly where you hiked, and you could share that. You could keep these and just be able to look back. And if you're trying to train competitively, obviously you could track your statistics in terms of times and splits and your pace if you're doing an actual sort of formal run. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.